Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Lesson number 10. Consonance is a very important concept in Indian classical music. What is consonance? Consonance means samvadi. Sonance is vadi. Consonance means it is samvadi. So this is very important factor as far the music is concerned. And we have Vadi, Samvadi, Anuvadi and Vivadi. So these four different categories we have to now I am going to explain how it is. They are the key pillars in all music systems. In fact, not only in Indian classical music, it is applied to almost all genre of music. And there is a balancing factor between them, and that will help to keep the raga structure, bhava, that is the emotion, intact. Okay, so now we go back to that and see how to recognize what is vadi, what is the samvadi. We first understand the definition. So they are the key pillars in all music systems. Ragams which have more possibility of consonant relationship generally allow more complexity. Vivadi ragams are considered more limited in their scope. So I told you what is Vivadi. So ragams that are in harmony with the body condition, moods, emotions, current environment and astrological chart all play a role in effectiveness. Vadi swaras, they are the sonance, refers in the main note. So if you think, if there is what is the main note which will be a very prominent in a ragam. So take as an example as king. Like a king, he rules the kingdom, a samrajya. So he is the prominent figure. Similarly, Vadi Swaram is like the king, which is the prominent note or the swara of a ragam. Okay, now a king cannot alone manage the kingdom. He needs a minister, isn't it? So similarly, here also Samvadi Swara acts like a minister to help the Vadi Swaram to balance the raga, keep the bhava, raga bhava intact, healthy. So like a king needs a minister to keep the samrajyam healthy, even Vadi, Samvadi swaras should be very balanced to keep the raga bhava healthy. So samvadi swaras refers to those notes which are consonant to them. Okay, so that is what we say vadi and samvadi relationship. What is vivadi? Vivadi swaras are which are dissonant to vadi swaras. So I spoke about the king and the minister, no? So for a good samrajya, definitely there will be some enemies, and the enemies have to be very carefully handled. We have to observe their movements so that we are alert. They always keep us alert of the condition. So that is what is the vivadi swaras. Means vivadi swaras, and when the two swaras do not have even one shruti veda, one gap also, they are known as Vivadi to each other. I will give an example, then you will understand. Now, we come to the fourth variety, Anuvadi Swaras. Now we have done King Swaras, Minister Swaras, then enemy. Who is left out? Janata. Without Janata, there is no Samrajyam. Only the trees and rivers or buildings cannot become the Samrajya. We need Praja. So, Anuvadi Swaras are like Praja. So, they are notes when they are nor a king, nor the minister, nor Vivadi. They are the remaining Swaras are known as Anuvadi Swaras. So, I hope you are very clear with 4 types of Swaras. Understood? So, Vadi is king, Samvadi is the minister, Vivadi is the enemy Swara, Anuvadi is Janata Swara, Praja. Vivadi, even though enemy, but that actually brings out beauty of the Ragam. So now first let me go through all the how to connect how to make out which is Vadi, which is Samvadi, all that. Then I will explain to you ragas where we have Vivadi Swaras. Okay. So there is a law of consonance that says that specially in an octave, the 5th or the 4th note are always consonant to each other. This is a natural Vadi Samvadi relationship. So the following swaras have the natural relationship. Okay. Now you can see in the chart and I will also read out. First we start with the Shadjam. Sa. What is the 5th note of Sa? Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa. That is, they are the 5th note, Vadi, Samvadi. As I said, no, 5th or the 4th note, always Vadi, Samvadi relationship is there between them. Okay, so the 5th note, if their 5th note is missing, then it may be 4th note. That these are the naturally formed. So this is what we have to now go through. Shadjam, Panchamam, 5th note relationship. Shadjam, Madhyamam, 4th note relationship. Okay, understood? Now Rishabha. Rishabha Daivata is the 5th note relationship. Panchama is the 4th note relationship. For Gandhara, Nishada is the 5th note. Daivata is the 4th note. For Madhyama, Shadjam is the 5th note. Ma, Pa, Da, Ni, Sa, 5th note. And Nishada, Ma, Pa, Da, Ni. Nishada is the 4th note. For Panchama, Rishabha is the 5th note and Shadjam is the 4th note, Vadi Samvadi relationship. Daivata, for Daivata, Gandhara is the 5th note, Rishabha is the 4th note. For Nishada, Madhyamam is the 5th note, Gandhara is the 4th note. So, this is the flatly as we are saying. I mean, we are not counting any other way. This is the simplest form of natural Vadi Samvadi relationship. Okay, now there is a more deeper. Now this is what this thing is like 12 Swarasthanas. Then we went for 16 Swarasthanas. Like that, this is now what you learn. I just now spoken is the natural what is given by the scholars from ancient time. Now we go to the microtones. So in Indian classical music, the microtone also plays a very important role. So in that way, the 8th note or the 6th note will become Vadi Samvadi to each other. So let me now make you understand. For Shadjam, Shadjam, Shuddha Rishabham, Chatushrutiritavam. Sadharana Gandharam, Antara Gandharam. Shuddha Madhyamam, Prati Madhyamam, Panchamam, 8th note. And what is the 6th note? Shadjam, Shuddha Rishabham, Chatushruti Rishabham, Sadharana Gandharam, Antara Gandharam, Shuddha Madhyamam. Understood? So when it comes to microtones, for Shadjam, the 8th note is the Panchama, 6th note is the Shuddha Madhyama. Now, Shuddha Rishabham. Next we go to Shuddha Rishabham. The 8th note is Shuddha Daivatam. 6th note is Prati Madhyamam. Shuddha Rishabham, Chatushruti Rishabham, Sadharana Gandharam, Antara Gandharam, Shuddha Madhyamam, Prati Madhyamam, 6th note, Prati Madhyamam, Panchamam, Shuddha Daivatam, 8th note. So 8th note is the, for Shuddha Rishabha, 8th note Shuddha Daivatam, or 6th note Prati Madhyamam is the Vadi Samvadi relationship. That is how it is counted. For Chatushruti Rishabham, 8th note is Chatushruti Daivatam, 6th note is Panchama. Sadharana Gandharam, 8th note is Kaisiga Nishadam, 6th note is Shuddha Daivatam. Antara Gandharam, 8th note is Kakali Nishadam, 6th note is Chatushruti Daivatam. Shuddha Madhyamam, 8th note is Shadjam, 6th note is Kaisiga Nishadam. For Prati Madhyamam, 8th note is Shuddha Rishabham, 6th note is Kakali Nishadam. For Shuddha Daivatam, 8th note is Sadharana Gandharam and 6th note is Shuddha Rishabham. Now Kaisiga Nishadam, 8th note is Shuddha Madhyamam, 6th note is Antara Gandharam. Each raga has a Purvangam and Uttarangam. What is Purvangam? What is Uttarangam? Purvangam means, now we have the raga. Sarigama Padanisa. Okay, so in that Sarigama is known as the Purvangam. Padanisa is the Uttarangam. So, how this connected to the human body? Even in our human body, we also has Purvangam and Uttarangam. Purvangam refers to heart and below. Uttarangam is from throat upwards. Now I will give an example, then you will understand. If someone is having an indigestion, so indigestion is related to Manipura chakra, which is related to Gandhara Swara. Now, they also suffer with headache, which is very normal. Normally, when anything to do with the digestive system, anything goes wrong, definitely headache. Stomach is here, but symptom happens here. So, Gandhara here it is Kakali Nishada. So imagine Sadharana Gandharam, because digestion problem happens in the lower part of our body, isn't it? So, lower part of our belly, intestine, small intestine, Sadharana Gandharam. Then Antara Gandharam, Shuddha Madhyamam, Prati Madhyamam, Panchamam, Shuddha Daivatam, Chatushruti Daivatam and Kaisiga Nishadam. So these are the different how they have the connectivity. So this is what we say wherever we have. Suppose we are having directly, you want to count with the 5th note or 4th note. So Ga, Ma, Pa, Da, Ni. Direct 5th note. So Ni, it is already directly, it goes as Ni. So you understand that no need to go for the microtones. You can just go straight away. Ga, ma, pa, da, ni. Yes, it has got a, there is the connectivity. So, stomach and head is connected. So, that's how we have to understand the Vadi Samvadi connectivity to our body. So, this is what is the Vadi Samvadi. And yes, I was supposed to talk to you about Vivadi Swaras and Vivadi Ragam. So, what is Vivadi Swaras? You remember the 16 Swarasthanas, 4 newly added Vivadi Swaras. So, they are like, as I said, no, it is Shuddha Gandharam, which is the Vivadi Swaram, which is connected to the Chatushruti Rishabham. So, next is Sadharana Gandharam. You remember that. So, they are, now when it is comes to these two, they are very carefully, we have to, when we are singing or playing, performing, we have to be very careful in handling the Vivadi Swaram. Shatshruti Rishabham, in Natai, Shatshruti Rishabham, and next Swara is the Antara Gandharam, because Shatshruti Rishabham overlaps Sadharana Gandharam and its next is Antara Gandharam. So, Shatshruti Rishabham is the Vivadi Swara. We have to be very careful when you are singing Shatshruti Rishabham, so that the Antara Gandharam and Shatshruti Rishabham both hold the Raga Bhava perfectly. So, that is what is, there is no gap between them. So, normally Vivadi Swaras are there mainly in the Vivadi Ragams. So, keep that in mind.
Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.